oh gosh, look at this RX-7 backing in, just pure eye candy, just beautiful. Oh, look at those taillights. Oh God. I'm in the Taikoku parking lot here, which is pretty famous for some of the most amazing car meetups here in Japan. I'm driving for the first time in Japan with the Nissan Noara. I just came out of Nissan's headquarters. We're gonna give you a walk around of this amazing Nissan Noara that we cannot get in the United States, but it is a glimpse of what we will be getting in the United States with e-power technology, which is Nissan's form of hybrids. I mean, this Nissan Z, Fairlady Z, is probably the coolest thing here. There was a turbo, an older 911 turbo, but here we are with the Nissan Noara. And this Nismo trim, it has a little bit more aggressive tires, bigger wheels, red, of course, at the very bottom, Nismo there. You know, the V-Motion grille. This Noara has been around for a while. So I'm not quite sure when it's due for a redesign, but it doesn't really matter. We're never going to get it in the United States. It's kind of like I would say Corolla hatchback size, maybe a hair smaller, maybe a little bit closer between Yaris and Corolla hatchback. Again, that red stripe at the bottom, the blackout roof looks real nice. It's coming around to the rear. No visible exhaust tip, doesn't surprise me, right? It's a hybrid, and all the Noaras are hybrids nowadays. But I like the light bar in the back. No Nissan badge, but we got the word font back there, parking sensors, and it's kind of like that race-inspired backup light, like that quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get into the rear hatch area. Good cargo capacity, seats fold down 60/40. No spare tires, so we have a fix-a-flat kit down here. All right, no accessory power, no lights in the back. No automatic hatch here, for example. Closing that down. Let's come to the back seat. I cannot believe how busy this area was, okay, or is right now. There's so many trucks coming through here. Hard touch here. Hard touch even for the armrest. What is this? Is this like a press deck? Yeah, kind of like a brochure. All right, it is a press car that I'm in. All right, no mat pocket on this side, no armrest here in the middle, but hey, I still have these Nismo seats in the back with the red seat belts here. I have a pretty nice headliner too, no sunroof. Sunroofs are not very popular in Japan. Oh, look at this FRS, well, or 8.6 coming our way. That's pretty cool. I love the anime girl on it. That's amazing. And we have a little tiny window back here. I appreciate that. So it reduces your blind spots. Okay, again, the Bose sound system on the headrest. All right, now we got some door padding up here. We got folding mirrors, like auto folding mirrors. Are you kidding me? So different markets prioritize different things. It makes sense. Oh, Kia PV van here, electric. They had a few of these at the Japan Mobility Show. That's amazing that we're seeing some Kia electric vans. I'd love to have the PV5 in America. All right, beautiful steering wheel, suede here, leather top, got the iconic red stripe here. We got this 12-inch screen back here. David Chow is texting me right now. We did the Japan Mobility Show again together, so check out Automotive Press if you want to see our coverage together. This is nothing new here, this screen. This is pretty much exactly what it is in America, except, well, in America we don't get any e-power hybrids yet, but this is exciting to have the energy flow monitor, which I'm a huge fan of in hybrids. But you can change this, of course, to the more traditional one as well, so if you want to see it that way. I want to say this is like an 8-inch screen, plenty big enough for a car of this size. Look where the volume knob is, perfection. I have my Android Auto pulled up here. Basic climate control, and this is absolutely perfect. Remind me of what was in the Nissan Sentra. I haven't been in the new Sentra yet, but this is absolutely perfect. Fan speed control, it has auto AC. I'm at about 20 degrees Celsius. It's very comfortable. All right, 2 USBs here. I have a wireless charger as well, 12 volt. Here is your drive select, and you have different driving modes. Again, it's red and red here because we're in a Nismo or Nismo, however you want to say it, okay? Eco mode and Nismo both have good amounts of regen braking tied into the gas pedal. Let me know if you like that Honda Fit over there. I just noticed it because it's being overshadowed by that slammed Fairlady Z convertible. And even the Fairlady Z kind of has an Aston Martin front to it with that wide body. Super cool. Anyways, normal mode takes away some of the regen. I'll talk more about that. A little Nismo badge, little compartment. Nothing crazy with the key. Just kind of have this carabiner here that's Nismo inspired. So nothing crazy there. And I like this attention to detail on the dash. All right. The red, the silver, the Nismo badge here on the dash. This fake carbon fiber looks pretty good. Bose sound system, haven't really needed it. These seats are really comfortable. No complaints there. They are not heated, they are not ventilated, but they're cloth, so they're perfectly fine for me. All right, so let's go ahead and check out what's underneath the hood. Opening the hood here, Nissan's e-Power. So we have a 3-cylinder under the hood here. It's a little over, I want to say it's like 1.2 liters, something like that. And that is the generator for this electric motor over here. All right, so it's all electric driven. Gasoline engine only works as a generator. In town, you can get up to 50 miles per gallon, but again, this is the Nismo. It's not gonna see that sort of fuel economy. It's more sporty. It's got wider tires on it, I believe. All right, see the oil filter down there? That looks pretty easy to replace. And so in terms of power, we got 134 horsepower or so and over 220 pound-feet of torque, and it is instant with the torque response, in which I'll share more about that driving impressions here in a little bit. Go ahead and closing this down. And I want to say this might have all-wheel drive. Honestly, it would be very, very minimal all-wheel drive assist, but I'll have to fact check myself. But we will get dual motor all-wheel drive Nissan e-Power 3rd generation and the Nissan Rogue coming soon in the United States. I love hatches, electrified or not. I mean, I would love to have this cute Nismo in the United States. Let me know what you guys think, but let's start. Let's go ahead and start driving. We are at Nissan headquarters. I'm in the Nissan no Ara Nismo, or Nismo, depending on how you say it. Mr. Nakanishi-san and Jun-san, thank you very much. Bye-bye. They have been helping me, and Steve as well. They've been helping me get into not only Nissan headquarters, but I'm driving out of Nissan's parking garage in a press car right now. And I'm going to be driving not only this car, but also the Nissan Sakura. And I'm driving right now the first time ever in Japan. There's always this kind of like rebirthing moment when you drive on left-hand side of the road, and you have to think very, very consciously. So it's going to be interesting. You guys are along the ride right now with me, and we're going actually to the world famous, well, I should say, I don't know if it's probably world famous, the Daikoku parking area, where a lot of enthusiasts will take their tuner cars. And let's see here. And stopping's very important here. Oh, that's going to take a while to get used to. The turn signals is probably okay. So here's the problem. You know, you're supposed to stop, but I can't see what's coming. All right. So the stop signs here aren't as evident as they are maybe in the USA, and so you got to make sure you're stopping when it says stop. All right, so here's the green arrow, and so I'll talk about my initial driving impressions here. All right, it's behind an Alphard. Looks like an old cab. What do you call it? The Crown cab, the classic. All right, so initial driving impressions here. This car has, well, I'll show you when we do the walk around, but it is e-Power hybrid. And e-Power hybrid is finally coming to the United States in a newer generation compared to this model in the Nissan Rogue later in 2026, second half 2026. All right, so this is kind of a initial first impressions of the Nissan's e-Power hybrid. Okay, and there will be a toll, so I believe I'll be okay. Ooh, regen here. Oh, thank the Lord. You know, this is something that Honda hybrids are getting a little bit better at, but Toyota hybrids still, they don't, unless you're maybe in some plug-in hybrids, but for the most part, they don't give you a lot of regen when you get off the gas pedal. There's just the minimum amount of regen, But what we have here is a very, I didn't touch the brake when I decelerated there at the light. Okay, so it's a lot of regen braking. I'm in the eco mode, and this car will default into the last mode you had it set in when you turned the car off previously. All right, but there are different modes. There is a normal mode, which immediately the gas pedal is like it wants to party. Okay, oh shoot. Again, the windshield wipers is always going to be an interesting. Let's get into the brakes. In normal mode, the regen wasn't there. Okay, so it drives more like a normal car. So it doesn't mean that the car's not regenning, but you have less regen through the gas pedal. All right, so excuse me, you'll have to use the brake pedal a lot more. I actually prefer the eco mode much more over this normal mode. The pedal's more controllable, it's less sensitive, more predictable, and when you're in city traffic, like having that regen tied to one pedal is really, really, really nice. This is not my first time driving on the left-hand side of the road, for example. Okay, ooh, look at that little, what's that, a Vitz? I forget what that thing's called. I have been to Thailand, I have been to Australia, so I have driven on the left-hand side of the road before. Like I said, the most difficult thing for me is remembering, let's get over, like the turning signal is the only thing that's hard for me to remember. It's completely backwards versus the US. So I hit my windshield wipers way more often than I'd like to admit, all right? So I think I need to get over here, but really it's not that important if I get over or not, because I have this vehicle for 2 hours. Nissan's like, hey, maybe not come back until after 1 o'clock because, well, there's a lunch hour at the Nissan headquarters and it would be too busy, a little too hectic. All right, so I'll eventually get over to Daikoku with my 2-hour drive. It doesn't matter if I miss the turn or whatever. This does have Android Auto, which I really appreciate, because otherwise I'd be completely lost without it. So I'm really only about 10 minutes away from Daikoku. I'm supposed to turn a little bit over here. Oh shoot, see, hit the windshield wipers again. I think I'm supposed to be over here. Oh man, it's gonna take some time, guys, to not, I don't know. Will I be able to successfully not hit the windshield wipers the rest of this video? I don't know, I don't trust myself. Okay, it took me forever to figure that out in Australia about 10 years ago when I drove over there, okay? What's the handling like? We're in a Nismo, guys. I actually have a little twisty here. Oh, but I gotta stop. I gotta get over to the ETC on this side. And I shouldn't have to do anything. There's a card in here already. I'm going, oh, see, it went. Okay, let's hit that torque. Oh, we're in eco mode. So let's get into Nismo mode. What are we talking about right now? It's about 134 horsepower. And it feels like 134 horsepower. What's amazing here is about 220 pound-feet of torque with this powertrain. So when I put the foot down, it goes immediately, and then it just tapers off. So it kind of feels like almost like Toyota's plug-in hybrids in that regard, where you have a well of battery that will instantly help you out, and then the engine kicks in. All right, it is definitely more responsive than I would say Toyota hybrid, and just powering forward. Man, it's really smooth, and I don't really hear the engine ever unless my foot is buried into the accelerator. Okay, and I do have a real nice regen pedal here in Nismo mode. Okay, so let's get around this Hyundai. Very little body roll, feels very planted. You know, the tires are a little bit wider here. A little bit more ground contact. It has a Nismo suspension tuning. All right, I guess there's the speed limit, 60. I was definitely shamefully driving over the speed limit. But guys, I'm in a Nismo in Japan heading to Daikoku. So I mean, if I was just driving the speed, oh shoot, there is an Aqua behind me, known as a Prius C. I should probably get my rearview mirror set up. Okay, he's trying to race me. He's trying to pass on the outside. Kirin, is that like Kirin Ichiban? Like the beer? I don't know. There's other types of Kirin here in Japan. You guys will tell me. There goes, it's almost like yellow taxi cab, that aqua. Oh shoot, I think I hit the windshield wipers again. Okay, so I made it over. Goodness gracious. Oof. Not a lot of power going uphill. Ooh, look at this turn. Hold on. Oh yeah. That's why you buy this doesn't have any more power than the standard Nismo, or sorry, the standard Note Aura. But it's that when you want to take a corner at speed, it has no problem feeling glued to the road. Feels a lot better than a Prius, for example. The Prius has significantly more power in the US. Now in the Japan, you can get a Prius with the 1.8 liter still, but we only get the almost 200 horsepower 2-liter hybrid in the Prius, which, you know, I wish there was a GR Sport version of the Prius. There probably is one here in Japan. I wouldn't be surprised. But the steering feel here is quite nice as well. It feels very accurate, has just the right amount of tightness to it and stiffness to it. Not too heavy, but pretty darn sharp. Ride quality, well, Japan's roads are pretty fantastic. So ride quality here it's hard to write home about because, well, the roads are just so good. But it doesn't, you know, this stretch of road is a bit louder, but again, I have more sport focused tires on this Nismo model. It's Halloween while I'm filming this, so let's pass this guy. It's Halloween, which is Friday, Halloween should always be on a Friday. I think at this point, it doesn't need to be the day before All Saints anyways. Historically, it's always been on October 31st, so there's that nice torque to get around. Oh, great for passing, but again, up to 60 miles an hour is probably the strength of this car, all right? Don't hit the windshield wipers. I put my indicator on. It looks like we have a long sweeping turn here, so we're gonna take this at speed. It says 40 kilometers per hour, but you know, yeah, it feels really, really planted. All right, and here we are merging with, oh dear Lord, merging with huge trucks. The brakes came on nicely there. That was sketch magoozle. That Hino behind me and behind this huge semi truck. Luckily, this car is small. If I was in your average American car there, I may have been smashed. But luckily, this car is really, really compact. And it's perfect, absolutely perfect for these Japanese roads where you need to fit in tighter spaces. All right, so I may have missed my turn. I think I was supposed to go where that other truck was, but I was focused on surviving. So it looks like because I missed that turn, I'm about 15 minutes away now from where I needed to go. That is a travesty. Yeah, there's a Daikoku area right there, parking area, and I am definitely missing it. Oh yeah, powering out of a turn under 30 miles an hour is very, very impressive. The visibility here is absolutely fantastic. The A-pillars are pretty small, and then I have this additional window here. So when I've been taking some of these right-hand turns, my gosh, taking a right-hand turn in a right-hand drive car feels as good as taking a left-hand turn in a left-hand drive car. So it's just complete opposite, but it is quite nice to have such great visibility here. Like, let's talk about the smoothness of this powertrain. Out on the highway, it wasn't as smooth because the engine's running a lot more. But in like this more city-like driving, the stop and go sort of stuff, it is really smooth, really impressive. And the engine's off right now. Oh, I have auto brake hold, which I really appreciate. And you know, unlike like a Toyota hybrid, for example, you know, when you're in EV mode, it doesn't take much to get out of EV mode. And there's all sorts of testing going on. I don't know if you saw that car right there. Like, what are these cars just getting shipped out? They look like Chinese cars, honestly. I don't know what the heck these things are. If you guys know what those are, let me know. They look like BYDs to me, but maybe you guys can use your sleuthing methods there to let me know like what the heck we just saw. Oh shoot, that's a red light. All right, so how would I say this powertrain, this hybrid e-Power, compares to like a Toyota or Honda hybrid? Well, let me turn on my light real quick. Well, like I said, the regen braking is very, very nice here. You can, like in Hondas now, you can have the paddle shifters to adjust the regen braking, but this is simpler and it's just baked in. It's a lot easier. So I prefer the regen here over Hondas and Toyotas, to be honest, okay? And then when you need to use the brakes, they feel great in this car. But let's talk about NVH and power and things like that. Well, driving at lower speeds, this hybrid is easily better than Toyotas because of the instant torque, and the engine's just so quiet. It never, like, even when the engine turns on, it doesn't shake the car. There's no weirdness, there's no vibrations, because the engine here never actually pulls the car at all. It's always electric driven. All right, so everything about it is smoother than Toyota's. What about, like, okay, so what Honda does well is electric driving from a stop, but when you need power, the Honda doesn't do very good. Like the Civic hybrid, for example, or the CR-V hybrid, you put the foot down in those hybrids and you're waiting for the engine to spool up, provide enough energy. What about here? If I need my power, and I'm just in eco mode, I'm not in Nismo, so keep that in mind. Foot down. So much better. It pulls hard from the get-go. The engine's quieter than, maybe not Honda's, it's just as quiet as Honda hybrids. Wow, this bridge is amazing. It's just as quiet as Honda hybrids, but it's more responsive. Foot down, and it just goes. And the engine, you never feel it kick on. So it's as smooth and as refined as Honda hybrids, but without the lag and power delivery when you need it compared to a Honda hybrid when you're already up to speed. Now, Honda hybrids are very good from a stop. It's just they don't give you that power when you want it when you're up to speed. Toyota hybrids do a pretty good job of giving you the power when you want it when you're already going fast. All right, so now that I'm thinking how a Toyota hybrid responds when I need power, let's give it power one more time. It's very similar in power acceleration when you need it compared to a Toyota hybrid. It's just a lot smoother and quieter. All right, so it's kind of blending the best of what Honda does and its NVH, its smoothness and quietness, okay, but giving you more response and more power that Toyota hybrids give you. So when this comes to America with the new generation, this might be very well just take it straight to Toyota and Honda. All right, we do know Hyundai's coming out with new hybrid systems though, and those are going to be fun to drive. Those have a 6-speed automatic, where all the Japanese hybrids have this is a single motor, a single gear. Okay, Hondas are very similar. Toyota's is ECVT. It's a little bit different, but it feels very similar. All right. Whereas stepping through gears on a Hyundai hybrid feels like a normal car, just smoother because of the electric assist. Man, I enjoy driving this more than Toyota hybrids because of the regen, the smoothness and quietness overall. And I like it better than Honda's too because it's more responsive when you need the power. The Achilles heel of this is its highway efficiency, which I'm not going to be testing today. I'm not going to be driving across Japan testing highway efficiency. It's just totally like the landscape here for driving is stop, go, city, like under 45 miles an hour is the normal. Okay, so mainly city driving. That's why this thing on paper can get like 50 miles per gallon, and I believe it. All right, the comfort of this Nismo seat and fantastic. Nissan has some of the most comfortable seats in the industry, so I have nothing to complain about here in terms of comfort. Armrests are nice and padded on both sides, to be honest, so I have nothing to complain about comfort. Seats great, visibility like I mentioned is fantastic. ergonomics, overall volume knob right here. Oh, I missed my green arrow. Okay, so, and again, just the regen, my foot's off the brake, is gonna bring itself to a complete stop, and the answer is no. You still have to use the brake to bring it to a complete stop. Oh, there's a Taycan over there. Wasn't expecting that. You know, even the Nissan Leaf, which has great one pedal-ish driving, you still have to use the brake to bring that vehicle to a stop. All right. Oh, it's green. Shoot. I'm so used to driving on the other side of the road. Okay, I did get some highway time right because I took that wrong turn, and that lane centering is pretty annoying. Anyways, now that I'm not really doing that much highway. It's 70 kilometers per hour, which is probably like 45 miles an hour. The engine says it's on. I wouldn't know if the engine was on or not because it's just so quiet and vibrationless. Okay, so the engine's on right now, so being used as a generator. And yeah, the only vibration I'm getting is through the road and through the tires and through the suspension. So pretty insane how quiet, like I can imagine this in the new L Grand, how smooth and quiet it must be. I bet it's just absolutely mind-blowing how refined it feels. So here on the highway, again, foot down. Yeah, you know, it just doesn't have any sort of power past like 50 miles an hour, but below that, it's pretty, and I'm going uphill too on this massive bridge, but it's just, wow, what a view. I don't know what bay this is, but that's definitely the ocean to my right, and to my left is, I'm assuming, Yokohama or Kawasaki. Like, what an experience. There's a kid's school bus gonna be turning right next to me, and if only our school buses were half as cute in America. I mean, the art on the outside, the color, almost all of our school buses in America are bright yellow, like taxi cab yellow, and it just looks like it's taking you to a place you don't want to go. This guy's all dressed up, like he's even wearing the nice white gloves that sometimes cab drivers wear in Japan. It looks like a manual transmission because it was rolling back, this big Fuso school bus. And like the kids, like how cute the kids are, like unreal. Just effortless acceleration from a stop. Just so quiet, so smooth, driving like an electric car without any of the drawbacks of an electric car. No charging, no range anxiety. Now, just like in America, you do have a required pedestrian warning noise here, and it is actually pretty darn loud and annoying coming through the cabin. Yikes! It's a little much for me, to be honest, because otherwise the car would be completely silent. Okay, so Toyota's new hybrids, like the new RAV4, for example, with the 5th gen hybrid, it doesn't make hardly any noise in the cabin. You still have a little bit of external noise for pedestrian warning because it's required in the US, but like this, hopefully when e-Power makes it stateside, it doesn't have this high-pitched loud pedestrian warning that's kind of intruding on the, ooh, look at that Mitsubishi. That's like what the original electric Mitsubishi, the i-Me EV, if you guys remember that thing. Anyways, that's what it looked like. It's really small. Now the one over here, the i-Me EV, I believe it was smaller than the one we got because that's a true K car, and then they had to modify it for the US market because they did sell some of those Mitsubishi EVs over in the US. Okay, a little car spotting here. Nice Harrier with a body kit over there, which we know as the Toyota Venza words. There's a little Aqua going by. I don't know if you see these cars, but backing up there's a Corolla Sport touring wagon, which we don't get in America, unfortunately. There's also the newest generation of Prius. What are we on? 5th gen Prius. Ooh, Crown Estate just went by, a little Alphard action. Ugly 5 Series. Oh, a little Honda Rebel there. Oh, what I don't know, that Daihatsu little van was really cute with the two-tone. We just saw a little Honda Super Cub action. And don't forget the little cup holder here. All right, let me know. Did I give you guys a good enough impression of Nissan's e-Power? Do you think it's going to be successful in the United States? I mean, I'm really, really impressed with it. Its responsiveness, I would have to test it for much longer to know its fuel economy, its smoothness, its quietness. I mean, it is one of the most fantastic hybrids I've ever driven. But yeah, we'll see how well Nissan can pull it off when they bring it to market in the United States with the new Nissan Rogue. In my opinion, this powertrain kind of fixes everything that Nissan has issues with in their line, or the main issues, okay? If they can find a way to put a more powerful hybrid in something like the Pathfinder, but that might be going body on frame for next generation, so that's pretty cool. If they can find a way to electrify the Sentra or the Ultima, that would be amazing. The Rogue is their best seller, so that makes sense why they're bringing it to that model first. The Murano desperately needs it. The VC Turbo, it's not CVT, but it's the 9-speed. It's not good in there. All right, so RX-7. Let's finish this video with RX-7 as we got a white FD coming our way. Just absolutely insane. This is probably, I could just sit here all day and watch the cars come in and out. Just absolutely amazing. But that one looks completely stock, which it might be kind of rare here. So I'll see you guys in the comments. Special thanks to Nissan for oh gosh, look at this RX-7 backing in, just pure eye candy. Not stock wheels though, not stock exhaust, just beautiful. Oh, look at those taillights. Oh God. Hey, at least I'm not the only one that had to do a 3-point park when backing up, because these parking stalls are really small. Just really, really cool. He's opening his door so he can see the lines. Yeah, anyways, I gotta shut it down. I'm gonna head over to the Lawson shop, which is kind of one of their, was it Family Mart and Lawson? Those are the two big convenience stores here in Japan. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. And you'll see me drive the Sakura, the little electric K car, next. Signing out from my first drive ever in Japan in the Nissan Noara. What an amazing experience. And yeah, I'm sitting next to a beautiful FD RX-7. Can't believe it. All right, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.